Hi everybody, today is the 6-month anniversary of me rupturing my Achilles tendon. 6 months ago I was running up a recurve wall and I ran it up it too many times and it just snapped. So over the last 6 months I've been through having my leg in a cast, having my leg in one of these Achilles boots, which has been really good. I've re-ruptured the tendon and I've also had a further twang. Not quite sure what happened then, but it's certainly put me back by a couple of weeks. But for the last 2.5 months it's been pretty good. I've been making some good progress, doing a lot of work now in the gym, and can now cycle in the gym. I can run on the treadmill for a good 10-15 minutes. I'm doing a lot of swimming so I can push off the side, no problem. And I'm using the swimming pool to help support my weight for doing heel lifts. So a bit of a thing about the setback was I was walking along local shopping centre, and for some reason after walking about 10 minutes I felt a real bad twang in the back of the Achilles, and I sat down and I could feel the gap again. So took it very easy for the next couple of weeks, very gentle, put it back in the boot for a couple of days and it seems to be okay. Physio's really happy with it, my consultant's really happy with it. Got a continuous solid line now down the back of my Achilles. I guess now the thing is about the heel lifts. That's the one thing that's really frustrating me. I've seen other people online, and after 6 months or so they're back to doing unsupported heel lifts. I'm not there yet. I guess people heal at different rates. I'm doing a lot of work in the pool though, using the pool buoyancy to help me lift my heel off the ground, but out in the air I just can't do anywhere near what I can do in the pool. And I've got a little clip now to show you. So here's the tendon that was damaged, and as you can see it's really solid all the way up. No dip in it where it went. It went about there, say, but it's now really solid all the way up. I've still got this really hard bit of what I've been told is scar tissue, so the tendon is pretty much scar tissue in here, and I've got to really massage that and work on that every day to try to get rid of that. But I'm getting some muscle back here now, along that line. Not sure if you can see that. That went completely to jelly, that just wasn't there at all. And I'm starting to get some of this calf back as well. That was almost flat after probably about 3 months being in the boot. Completely flat, no definition, no muscle mass there at all. But that's starting to come back. But I'm working hard on that in the gym every couple of days, which is really helping. So, very solid, very good, muscles coming back, but it's a slow process. So what am I back to doing? Walking around is no problem at all. I can walk for a couple of miles. It aches afterwards, and I still get quite a bit of swelling at times, but a day later and it's fine. I'm not bothering to ice it anymore, it just goes down after a day. So walking's fine. Running, I'm in the gym on the treadmill, running for a good 10-15 minutes. My leg aches a little bit afterwards at the back of the knee, and whether I'm running slightly differently, I'm compensating for maybe a slightly stiff Achilles. But again, after a day it's fine, so I'm back doing that again. I'm cycling in the gym and putting the weight on the front of my foot rather than on the heel. When I first started, I feel comfortable and confident in doing that. And I'm doing quite a lot of deadlifts now with a bit of weight and just strengthening up the tendon, particularly in the calf. The calf has disappeared completely after the tendon injury and wasted away to almost nothing. You couldn't actually feel any of that big chunky muscle that you get in the back of your calf. But now it's coming back. I can see definition there. It's starting to grow. But I've got some very good exercises from the physio to work on that, and that's given me some strength in walking and running, I guess. So I'm back to doing what I was doing before, but doing it slightly differently. So I haven't been outside on the bike in the clips. I don't feel that the tendon's strong enough to do that yet, particularly going up some of the hills here in southwest of England, but it will come. Interestingly, I was speaking to the physio last week, and she said that on the heel lifts, which is the big measure, so it seems, of people recovering from Achilles tendon injuries, that she doesn't see people often leaving her care, which it takes about a year, able to do heel lifts, unsupported heel lifts. So I'm not setting the world alight with my recovery. It's slow and steady. I'm just remembering not to put myself in any harm or risk of re-rupturing it. So not running across the road, looking where I'm walking particularly, looking where my feet go, make sure I'm not stumbling, walking around. But it hasn't stopped me. And one of the great things this summer was going to a place called the Indian Forest down the Vendée, and having a go on the water slides. Wife was a little bit concerned, but I strapped up my ankle and had a great time. And here's a quick clip from that. It didn't stop me having a good time. I was a bit cautious, but it's kind of one of those once in a lifetime things. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I'm not going to go back there again, so why not? So for all of you starting on your journey, my sympathies. It's not easy, I know, and I wouldn't want this on anybody. It's a horrible injury to try to recover from. Somebody also injured themselves the same day that I did, and they not an Achilles injury. It was a broken foot at the same place, and they've been back to doing stuff far quicker than I have. There's still a long way to go. I've reset my expectations. I thought it'd be 6 months, and I'll be back fully fit again, fully doing what I was doing before. I've had to push those back a bit. Clearly, it's going to be a year from the injury at least until my Achilles. Everybody's is different. I think the types of ruptures maybe are similar, but certainly the recovery rate is different amongst every single individual. Some people will make the transition out of boot into 2 feet really quickly and then go on to doing stuff really fast after that. Some other people take a lot longer to feel comfortable out of the boot. But it's getting better. It's positive now. I can see real progress. The calf is growing. There's strength every day, but it is a little bit every day. Those little incremental changes are hardly perceptible, but when you look back from a month to a month to a month, you can really start to see the difference. So hang on in there. If you're just starting on this journey, I've learned an awful lot about the support that my family have given me. They've been absolutely fantastic. And I've learned an awful lot from friends as well, giving me their support. But it's not easy. But stick with it, it does get better. Cheers. Bye.